Hello, welcome back to Halftime TV viewers and subscribers. Noranda Brown here, your host, and today we'll be talking a little bit about the Kip Keino Classic in Nairobi, Kenya. A big one coming up this weekend, and it boasts a whole lot of superstars. Shelly and Fraser-Pryce, Christina Mboma, Fred Curley, Marcel Jacobs, Marcel Lamar Jacobs, the Olympic 100-meter champion. So many big athletes and more. But before I get to it, let me say shout out to my sponsors, Quicklink Shipping, RS Sports Store, and CSA Shop. And in case I don't get the opportunity to do another episode prior to Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, and to all the mothers who've been subscribed to Halftime TV throughout the past year or two and have been taking part down it wherever you are in the world. Shout out to you as well, along with all the others who've been supporting our channel. All right, so let's get to it. So we had this one that was mooted to be the big one of the weekend. And for those who don't know, the Kip Keino Classic, the 100 meters for women, was expected, or it is expected, to take place on May 7th, which is tomorrow, just in a matter of hours. Shelly and Fraser-Pryce, multiple world 100 meter champion, Olympic champion as well. She landed in Kenya a few days ago. She's been corresponding with her fans. She's been rubbing shoulders. She's been giving them the time of their life. And it's not like Shelly and Fraser-Pryce to compete so far away from home so early in the season. She kicked off her season earlier on this year at the Velocity meet at the National Stadium in Kingston. And now she's in Africa about to kick off her 100 meter season. Now, the 100 meters for women, it was being teed up as Shelly and Fraser-Pryce versus one Sha'Carri Richardson. And I know you've heard the name before because Sha'Carri Richardson, she has been out there. Her name has been circulating, all for the wrong reasons 9 out of 10 times. But regardless, she is or maybe I should say was. I don't know. I haven't seen her run in quite some time. But she proved that she has the talent to be one of the top female athletes in the world of athletics. Last year, she recorded 10:72 in the United States at the trials. She was subsequently banned because she used marijuana, which is a banned substance, obviously. And she came back roaring. There was a whole lot of media coverage around her matchup against the Jamaican trio, who subsequently ended up winning that race, and Sha'Carri ended up being placed 9th. Now, since last year, Sha'Carri has been very vocal on social media, Twitter in particular. She's been lambasting the anti-doping association and one, I won't even call any name on here, but Russian figure skater who was allowed to compete, having tested positive for a banned substance known by the name of angina. Sha'Carri took offense to that, and she has been extremely vocal up until the last few days, maybe 2 or 3 days ago. She has been letting her voice heard on that, but she was expected to take part in Nairobi, Kenya, in the Kip Keino Classic on Saturday, May 7th. Her name wasn't submitted with the starters based on the information we got from FlowTrack, which will be bringing the coverage live in this part of the world. So what could possibly be the reason why Sha'Carri Richardson isn't taking part? And this is the 3rd time this year that she's bailed out of a meet that she was originally slated to take part in without explanation. We're still waiting. We're still hoping this is just probably a late entry into the starters list, but her name was not submitted in, although it was advertised that it would be the big one between Shelly and Fraser-Pryce and one Sha'Carri Richardson. You, the fans on here, I can tell you now that based on the information that we've received, that Sha'Carri Richardson will not be taking part in the meet at the Kip Keino Classic on Saturday. Instead, Shelly and Fraser-Pryce will have to deal with one Christina Mboma, as well as a number of other very, very talented athletes. We know Shelly and Fraser-Pryce is at the back end of her career. She's 35 years old. Christina Mboma, still a teenager. Last year when she competed at the Olympics and actually ended up medaling at the Olympics, she was only 18 years of age. So we saw what she did in the Diamond League. That's Christine Mboma, and we know what she's capable of. So we know she will be coming, and she will be coming quick for Shelly and Fraser-Pryce. The other names in the starting list, and these folks are the persons who actually have been submitted to the starters list. All right, so there is a blank slot in there. I'm assuming that's where Sha'Carri Richardson would have been. But the other names on the starters list, we have Ray Shannon from the United States. We have Imali Maximila from Kenya. We have Christine Mboma, as I said, Namibia. We have Bassa Hemida from Egypt. We have Rani Rossius from Belgium. We have Patricia van der Kuyen from Luxembourg. Shelly and Fraser-Pryce from Jamaica. And Javian Oliver from Jamaica. So Shannon Ray from USA, Maximila Imali from Kenya, Christine Mboma from Namibia, Bassa Hemida from Egypt, Rossius Rainey from Belgium, Patricia van der Weekend, from Luxembourg, and Shelly and Fraser-Pryce from Jamaica, along with Javian Oliver from the United States of America. So some big names in there. I know most persons would have known about Javian Oliver and Shannon Ray, but Christine Mboma, fast rising superstar, a whole lot of controversy around her and her basically them allowing her to compete because of the level of male hormones that was found present in her last year. But again, as I said, Christine Mboma, she is a top talent, and she will fill the place of Sha'Carri in this race as it relates to competition wise. Sha'Carri Richardson, at one point, she recorded the 6th fastest time over 100 meters in her 10:72 run at the trials last year. Her best showing was 6th in the world in 100 meters, 14 in the world over 200 meters, and 78 overall. As things stand now, she's ranked 128 overall. So Sha'Carri Richardson, I think, as a talent, is definitely there, but we haven't seen her in so long. Is she even still able to compete at the highest level? It's been quite some time that since we've seen her last compete, and we're currently in May. Her season hasn't kicked off as yet. We're still waiting to see what she can bring to the fore. We're still waiting to see if she'll even be at the World Championship later on this year. But I must say, we are disappointed, because that was definitely one that we're looking forward to. And it's always good to have Sha'Carri Richardson take part in races, because she's the type of star who sells your tickets well. She's a showstopper. She's a movie star in and of her own right. And although we don't, a lot of folks, they don't want to admit it, but at times the superstar isn't ideally the most talented person, because being an athlete is a full image, it's a full aura, it's everything. And I think Sha'Carri Richardson has all of that. She may not have all the talent in the world, or she may not be the best at athletics, but she's actually the best at selling tickets. Now, I'll deviate slightly from the topic at hand, and I'll speak about the 100 meters, which we will be looking forward to as well, because we know 100 meter sprints for men always something special. And for those who want a little background on the Kip Keino Classic, it will be taking place in Nairobi, Kenya. Kip Keino, he is 82 years of age now. Competed valiantly in the 70s for Kenya, over 3,000 meters, 1,500 meters, and 5,000 meters as well. Definitely an ambassador for the continent of Africa. At one point, he was even competing with a gallbladder issue. So it shows that he is definitely a martyr in African track and field, and he's someone that they look up to. And having this meet for as a continental meet in Africa is basically his way of giving back, and it's kind of somewhat like his legacy really on the continent. And I think he thoroughly deserves that, because of what he did for African track and field back in the day. So Kip Keino Classic, it's a big one. It will be watched worldwide, and we here at HalftimeTv will be watching as well. It's as big as they come. But we will not be seeing Sha'Carri Richardson taking part this weekend. We checked out Flow Track and they submitted the starters list. Sha'Carri Richardson was not among those. She has been, however, extremely vocal on Twitter because of reasons outside of track and field. And I won't go into that really. I won't go into that. But you won't be seeing her this weekend. It will be Shelly and Fraser-Pryce up against Christine Mboma. Big one really, because Christine Mboma is approaching the peak of her career and Shelly and Fraser-Pryce is somewhat at the back end of hers. She's 35 years of age. We don't expect her to be competing at the top for maybe 2-3 more years now. I think she's approaching the twilight of her career now, but she's still as quick as they come. Multiple Olympic champion, multiple world champion. Shelly and Fraser-Pryce definitely will be the standout athlete on the day. And I think some of the superstardom that is handed down to Sha'Carri Richardson should actually go towards Christine Mboma, regardless of the controversy that has surrounded her. From a pure talent perspective, she's definitely a standout athlete. I won't go into any more details into this one, but remember, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe, and check out my sponsors again: Quick Link Shipping, RS Sports Store, and CSA Shop. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there when we get to Sunday. You've been doing fantastic jobs, and I hope you continue to do fantastic jobs as well. And for those who we know it's Friday, we know it's Friday because if you have that Christian relative, they'll send you a message and saying, "Happy Friday, God has blessed you, or God has taken you to another Friday." So it's that sort of thing. Happy Friday, folks. Enjoy your weekend. Norando here from HalftimeTv saying peace out.